Look, I'm a minute early. Yay me. Happy Thursday, you guys. You're probably always going to see me in wettish hair because I get up, I take my kid to school. Well, I get up early, I do all my engaging and all my business related DMO stuff while I'm having coffee between the hours of like 5 and 7, like right around there. I do all of my whole DMO so I can get my DMO done so that when I'm working during the day, I'm working with my team on their DMO. By the way, if you don't have the DMO, every single post has told you how to get it, and it tells you how to get it when you join. So let me know if you still don't have that access. But then I come home, then I relax for just a minute. I kind of think about like, what do I want to create for the day, or what one thing do I need to work on that I'm like been putting off. Like today I'm working on just figuring out how to use concrete, like the Creator Studio for Meta Business Suite and all of that. So I'm going to try to figure that out today. And then I usually go live in my group with a get ready with me or demo some sort of a skincare product. And then I hop in the shower real quick. And that's why you always see me with like wet hair, or on Tuesdays, no makeup, because I'm working with a spa who has just partnered with me in my company. And so I'm going there every Tuesday to get her up and running so that she's got everything she needs to retail these products from her store. So that's why I always look like a drowned rat every time you see me. Happy Thursday, you guys. I hope your week's been amazing. You're already reaching your goal. So our team sets weekly goals and I have them scheduled per week so I can see where everybody should be per week, and I'm watching their volumes and I'm helping them and reaching out and how can I help you? What do you need? We're looking for this much more volume today so that we can reach your goal by the end of the week, all of that good stuff. So I hope your goals are on track to beat the target for you and your entire team. And I hope you know what those are. And I hope you're tracking them on a daily basis. Today, we're going to talk about creating and engaging in stories. So show me some hands. Who is already doing stories? Like, stories are so old. I hope every one of you says yes. If you're not doing stories, you might want to consider that growing on social media is not kind of for you. So you should, like, if you tell me you haven't done reels, I'll give you a pass. But if you say you're not doing stories after we were pushed to stories like almost 3 years ago, that makes me think maybe social media selling is probably not going to be anything that you really want to do. Your heart's got to kind of be in it. You got to want to do this stuff at some point, right? So you should be doing stories every day. Stories are kind of like your BeReal. So you put your good stuff on your page. You put your good stuff in your profile. You know, you're doing you're doing the DMO. It tells you like today's post suggestions are a lifestyle post, an engagement post, and a gratitude post that is loosely connected to your business or your product. Okay. So a gratitude post that looks like that's loosely connected to your business is, I love to do this one. Like I'll take a picture of a ridiculously full shopping cart of groceries with very expensive, items that 5 years ago when I started this business, I could not afford. 5 years ago when I started this business, I was a single mom of 3. I had a full-time job that did not pay me very well, and my ex-husband was not paying child support. So I shopped with a calculator. And I like played it off as I was teaching my children math, but in actuality, I had a certain amount of money in my bank account, which wasn't much, and I knew that if I put too much in my cart, that my debit card was going to be denied because I had filed bankruptcy, I had no credit cards, and I had to shop with a calculator. Okay, now I go to the grocery store and I get anything I want. I do not look at the price. I have no idea how much gas is. Like, it is a wonderful place to be. Caveat to that is my older kids who remember that are so much better at money than my younger kid who grew up with mom being like, bah, you can get that Lululemon, go ahead. You want a new pair of Nikes? No problem. You want to do 3 sports? Fine, because I have the extra money because I created it with my online business. That is a gratitude post. When you post that you are so grateful that you stuck with something that, by the way, most people quit at in their first 90 days, so that you could create this kind of peace, serenity. Don't say the word freedom. By the way, that's tagged on Facebook. The word freedom, time freedom, freedom, that's a tagged word. Do not ever say that on Facebook. But that is what I mean by a gratitude post. You could say, you could take a selfie and be like, holding your chest or something like this, or just like this, or praying and just be like, oh my God, my bonus check was almost to the penny exactly what it cost to, fix my car that I wrecked twice last week. I'm so grateful that I stuck to this business. That's like a gratitude post. So that's what they are today. So my DMO will tell you every single day what to post, ideas. It tells you who and what and where to talk to people so that you can grow a social media business that will pay you. And stories need to be part of that. So what are the stories? The stories are just, people are nosy before they join you. Okay, case in point, she just joined. So Michelle, I'm going to use you as an example. She just joined my team last night. I talked to her at 8:15. She came to me and said, hey, I want more I want more information about your business. And I was like, amazing. I did some search, figured out where I needed to plug her in on my team, jumped on a call with her. And I'm like, remind me again where we connected, because I hadn't gone all the way through our scroll. We had been chatting for a while. She had some products from me, but I couldn't remember kind of like where we connected. Well, guess where we connected? We connected a long ass time ago, almost 2 years ago, during the A for adding. I sent her a friend request. And after I sent her a friend request, I was like, hey, welcome, excited to get to know you, blah, blah, blah. I never talked to her about a product. I never talked to her about the business unless she asked. And so she asked me about the business and I was like, oh, I'm happy to tell you. So she joined last night. We're getting her started, but I'm going to use her as an example because I just lost my train of thought. Oh, people are watching you. Listen, I'm officially in menopause, so you guys are just going to have to tough it out. So she said, I have been following you for years. And you are going to hear that over and over and over again. People want you to show up every day. They don't want you to put your business on hold. They don't want you to take a break. They don't want you to jump to another company. Guess bonus. Listen, if you're jumping into a new company like every 6 months, a couple times a year, people aren't joining you because they don't know if you're going to stick around. They don't want to join a company where they're afraid that the person that they partnered with is going to leave. They don't want to spend money. There's no money spent in our business, but most of your businesses, people have to spend money to join you. They trust you. They give you basically their money. It's going to the business, but you're making a commission off that. And then they don't know if they can trust you to stick around. So your stories is where you tell this whole story. So on the main page, you're just doing like these 2 or 3 or sometimes 4 posts a day. But in the stories, it's like your life. It's the be reel. It's the blooper reel. It's the funny stuff, the things that you don't want to sit on your page, the bad pictures. Like this morning, I showcased my bedroom. We redid our entire bottom floor and created a master suite that looked like a hotel during COVID. So 1,700 square feet of a bedroom. We live in a small house and we were going to buy a bigger house. And I was like, none of these bigger houses have a 1,700 square foot bedroom and the biggest closet I've ever been in my life. Let's do that downstairs. So that's what we decided to do. I love it still. So this morning I was sitting and I was having some coffee and I was creating some stories and I was like, oh, this bedroom, I still love it. Like it still feels like a hotel room. And so I took several pictures and just showcased that stuff. You just want to show your life. You want people to get to know, like, and trust you, and your stories are going to be the place where they do that faster because they can't get to know, like, and trust you with 3 posts a day, and a lot of people are just scrolling through stories and they can scroll through multiple stories all at one time. Like some people are putting up 15, 20 stories. I mean, you don't have to go all in with that, but make sure there's something talking about your life. And if you don't know what to post, you get up and you have coffee every day or tea, or you pet your cat. For me, I'm petting my cat. You get busy doing your job, whatever your job is. Like you go to work or you're working your online business at home or whatever you're doing, showcase that. Something great happens in the day. Challenge yourself to find one amazing thing every single day and showcase that in your story. I don't care if it's that you saw a heart-shaped leaf on the floor when you were taking a walk. Whatever. Somebody paid for your Starbucks in the Starbucks line in front of you. One great thing a day. Put that in your stories. Just have a map of about 5 things that you're going to talk about in your stories every day and do it all the time. These people want to watch you. They want to stalk you. They're not going to just be like, I'm going to join your team if they haven't watched you consistently working your business, consistently showing up for life, consistently showing them that you are like them. People want to join people that they're like. Like, I don't want 20-year-olds joining my team. Okay? I don't, because I'm not 20 and they want to hang around with somebody who's like their mom. Right? They want to go join another 20-year-old who's on the team, who's killing it and making, 6-7 figures. That's what they want to do. They don't want to join me. People who join me are like me. Most of them are worried about aging. They're in their 50s and they are looking for additional income because their kids are now gone, or they have college expenses, or they're having medical expenses, or they've just got divorced, or they want a career change. Those are the kind of people that I attract because that's me. That was my life. I talked about my career change. I talked about my shitty divorce. I talk about my kids being so freaking expensive. And now my 20-year-old is back at my house. So showcase your life, the B-roll, the stuff that you aren't, that's not pretty and filtered. And by the way, don't use filters, but you know what I mean? Like cropped and pretty and posed goes on your page. The shit show goes in stories, because that's where people are going to get to know the real you. And your page is the storefront is like the best you that you can be, right? And up in stories is the real you, and they have to know that, or they're never going to join you. And by the way, don't put your products in stories. You don't need to put like a picture of a product in the story. Please have the product, hold the product, use the product, put that in stories. No one wants to see a picture of cellulite cream in the stories. Nobody does. Sometimes I do hold a picture, but I'm holding it like my supplements that I take, and I'll say like, this is how I balance my hormone. I took these 3, and I balanced my hormones, or this is how I've completely stopped hot flashes. Right here. By the way, that one's not even my company. It's a whole nother company because I did find the solution and I'm so excited about it. Anyway, so creating and engaging in stories. So to create the story, let me tell you how you learn to do that. You do it every day and you figure it out. And the first ones you put up probably don't look great. And guess what? They're gone in 24 hours. Who cares? And then you go into your archives. So if you don't know how to find archives, when you're on your profile, you click the 3 little dots and you open that up, and there's a bunch of little options, and there's something that says archive, and then when you click that, it'll say story archive, and you go in there. So after you've created a bunch of stories for a long amount of time, you can do this with reels too. You want to go back and you want to look which ones have the most views. For me, I get the most views when I do a get ready with me or a outfit of the day. And my outfit of the day are usually my pajamas, because that's what I'm wearing when I go to carpool. So I'll say outfit of the day, carpool edition, and those will get 300 or 400 views. I don't know why. They're literally my pajamas. But something about, and I use a sticker. So use when you're in Facebook, when you're in Instagram, and when you're in any platform, use their bells and whistles. They are rewarding you for using all their things. So use the stickers, use the GIFs, use the timestamp, use the add yours. This is a big one that just became very popular and it's getting a lot of push. So if you'll take a picture and be like, I do this all the time. This is my office view, add yours. And I put a little post and then they can add their pictures and it comes back to me. Facebook wants you to do that. Facebook wants you to do polls. Facebook wants you to do all the things that are in the stories. Those buttons are there. If you're not using them, you're not getting the most algorithm points. So you won't get the most reels. So just go make one. Just upload some random picture and then start pushing all the buttons and figure out what they're for. You can embed a picture in your story. So I love to do this. I love to do just a regular story about me. And then right here, I'll embed a results picture of whatever I'm talking about. So I'm not splashing up some BS results picture. I'm embedding it into a picture of me. And it could be my results or somebody else's results, whatever. And that's how I do it. Or I really, really love, if you're in the supplement industry, which I am, supplement and skin, I really love showing like me holding a couple of pills, or I'm stirring up my morning drink that I drink every day for my gut health. And then like a couple of like screenshots off Google about gut health. I'm not saying that my product does this, which, by the way, if you're in the supplement industry, you need to watch very carefully what you claim. Team, if you're listening to me, my team, anybody in the supplement industry, I don't care what company you're with, never say a disease, because your company has not clinically proven that it can do any disease. And I know this because no supplement company is allowed to say that. So never use a disease word, but you can do if your supplement has chromium, what are the benefits of chromium? You can screenshot, chromium helps to stabilize blood sugar, decrease cravings, can aid to weight loss. Okay. Screenshot that chromium. I love to add chromium to my diet. Here's a screenshot of it, and you can embed that in your picture of you holding the product or whatever. Then you're not saying my product does these 3 things, because maybe there's a clinical study and maybe there's not. My product isn't going to help you lose weight, but a chromium supplement does. And by the way, here's my favorite one. So you're not saying my product does it. So stories are a good way to get around compliance. They are a good way because, by the way, they're only up for 24 hours. So your compliance department can't keep up with everybody. So you put up a post that's incorrect, compliance is going to get you. And in our company, we get fined 10% when we go against compliance. So we are regulated by the Federal Trade Commission. We aren't saying anything that is not clinically proven. And if yours is regulated by the FDA, the Federal Trade Commission, which if you are publicly traded, you are regulated, and you need to watch real close, because your company's not going to back you. If the Federal Trade Commission comes to you and says, hey, you violated our policy, the company's going to be like, she knew, she signed it when she started that she wasn't allowed to do that. They're not going to help you out. So, and usually you have to be making a lot of money before they get involved. But anyway, do everything the right way so your team does it the right way, so your team's not going to lose money. There's nothing that makes you feel worse than if your team does something that costs them money because they saw you do it because you think you can skirt around the rules. So follow the rules. There are guidelines there for a reason. Don't say stupid shit like, you're going to lose 10 pounds in 5 days. Your company has not proven that. Don't say that stupid stuff. But you can put, if there's an ingredient in your supplement or in your skincare or whatever, you can say what that ingredient does. And oh, by the way, here's how I love to get hyaluronic acid on my face. So you're not making claims. You're not saying this product does this. You're saying the ingredient in this product has these benefits. And this is my favorite brand that has this ingredient in it. So that's a little way to drive around. Showcase your stuff. Showcase what you're doing. If you're in skin, showcase yourself using the skincare. If you're in hair, we are also in hair. I showcase what I use for thinning hair. So every day I put it on. I'll showcase that. I'm putting our new cellulite cream on my ass so that I look good when I'm going to the beach. I'm going in December. So when you're using certain body parts, you got to be careful. Like I tried to do a shower story because I have a very big shower. It's like a walk-in. It's basically the size of a large bathroom, and people love to see my shower. So I'll walk into the shower with my LumiSpa, which is shower proof. And all of a sudden now, if it's in the shower, you're flagged for inappropriate conduct. So I couldn't do that. So just be careful about what sorts of body parts you're showing. You don't want to get hit by Facebook's rules. Facebook is very specific about what they will and will not allow. And you're probably posting a lot of it. So they do not like results pictures. So if you're going to do results pictures, just try it. Try to do one, put it next to a selfie, see if you can sneak it in under their radar. Generally speaking, Facebook does not like before and afters. They don't want you to zoom up on one body part. They don't want you to infer that if you don't buy, if the viewer doesn't buy your product, they're going to have a poor quality outcome, like a bad life or feel bad about themselves or not reach their goals or whatever. So Facebook does not like you to make anybody feel bad about themselves, and they don't want you to zoom in on body parts. Facebook wants you to have a face in almost all of your pictures. They go a lot further if they do. So just go do some research about what Facebook wants and does not want you to be posting about, and then follow those rules, stick with your compliance, showcase your life and how to engage in these. So stories, the cool thing is you can see who is viewing your stories. Okay, please do not message every human being who's seen your story and be like, hey, do you want to buy my thing? Literally, if you're watching someone's story and flipping through it, that doesn't mean you want it. Like you literally flipped past it. It tags it as viewed by you. That doesn't mean I want you to message me and be like, hey, do you want to buy this new stone bakeware? No. If I wanted to, I would have said something on your story. So if they engage with your story, if they say something on your story, if they heart it, like it, whatever, then yes, thank you so much for the love on my story. I'm curious, were you looking for more information or just cheering me on? Okay? So you're giving them an out. You're not assuming they want you to spam them with your stuff, okay? The way that you can engage in your stories is when you're doing all of these right here, you can kind of look and see who all's looking at your stories. So pay attention to people who are following all your stories. If you have 10 stories up and there are certain people who have clicked all the way through to the end, pay attention to those people. Those people are stalkers. They're following you. Make sure you start engaging on their page. Engage on their stories. Engage on their posts. You can use your stories as a big pile of people to engage with. I do not have on here specifically engage off your stories, but on Wednesdays, I say you should engage with your birthdays and off your feed. You could just do stories instead. Stories is a great place to engage. So it's good for you to comment on people's stories. So when you're looking at stories, sending them a question about their story goes directly into their inbox, and that creates a really high level of engagement. That's actually better than if you go on their profile page and comment on something. You actually get more engagement points when you're in their inbox. That's why people always say, get into Messenger, get into Messenger. And it's not by saying, hey, I'm trying to reach my goal. I just need a few more. Could you put in an order today? That's not how you get in Messenger. You get in Messenger by saying, I haven't talked to you in a really long time. It's almost the end of summer. How has your summer been? That's how you get into Messenger, okay? You don't inbox people about your stupid products and your stupid business opportunity. You talk to them. And when you talk to them, it drives the algorithm and it pushes more of your post, which is the reason why you need to be posting about your business and your opportunity on your main page, okay? Because these bolded ideas for posting every day are business related posts. So if you are engaging with people in your stories and you send them a question about the outfit that they were wearing, or how old's your baby, or how has it been being a new mom, or where is that lake, or oh my gosh, are you in first class? You know, whatever. Engage questions off their stories. You will get a higher algorithm point for that. I mean, I'm dumbing it down. That's not what it's called, but that's basically what it is. And that your stuff will be pushed to that person more often. So when they see Monday's post about your business, they'll see it. When you do Tuesday's post about your business, they're also going to see it. When you do Wednesday's post about your business, they're going to see that too. When you do a gratitude post about that you paid a bill because you stuck with your business, they're going to see that. When you do a FOMO or last call post because you're just about to, like, there's not going to be any more left, guess what? They're going to see it. And when you do a recruiting type post or a post saying, hey, start stocking your mailbox, everybody's stuff is on the way, they're going to see it. And guess what? Guess how many times somebody needs to see something before they're ready to buy? 5 to 8. 5 to 8. I'm going to put up some sales statistics. I share this in my group a lot with my team. It's very eye-opening, and it will basically tell you why you're not closing sales. It tells you exactly how many people touch a customer a certain amount of time and how many sales are usually gained from that number of touch points. So most people will not buy a product until they've seen it 5 to 8 times. If they know, like, and trust you, it may be less than 5. If they don't know, like, and trust you, it might be more than 8. So if you are not pushing your curious business type post into their feed so that they can see something 5 to 8 times, then they are never going to reach out to you. If they see one post and then you never engage with them again, they don't see anything else, they're never going to ask you about their business opportunity or about your product or opportunity. They need to see it over and over again. And the different places you put it in your stories, you put it in your reels, you put it on your post, and you're doing a bunch of other stuff as well. So it doesn't look like you're only your company, because you need to have 80% your life and 20% should be your curious company posts, which are all those bolded posts on the DMO. Then they will know, like, and trust you. They will also see what you have to offer. And that's also the reason why on our team, we train to stick to one product every week. And bonus, when I first started, I sold one product for 8 months straight. I never deviated. And it was paying my mortgage by that 8th month. So there is a consistency to showing something in a different way over and over and over again. You're not going to do the same post every time, but over and over and over again so that people see it multiple times. I myself did not buy a product from my own company until I saw somebody else post about 5 times. And I was in direct sales. I was in another company that those products were not working for me. I ended up being allergic and I had to quit the whole company, and I was looking for another brand. And so I saw somebody posting about whitening toothpaste. I really love white teeth because I drink a lot of coffee and a lot of red wine. So I was like, that's funny. I have a lot of friends with teeth and all of them want them white, and I also want my teeth white. Let me take a look at this product and see if maybe I can make a business plan out of it. And so that's how I did it. But I didn't do it, even though I was looking for a business model. And I'm always into white teeth. I still didn't buy it until I saw it about 5 times. So think about the way that you buy on social media. It's a little bit easy now with a link in bio and all of that stuff to just click and buy something. So some people are going to buy a little bit faster, but generally speaking, they're going to see it. The cool thing is, if you're working with your team and all your whole team are doing the same products at the same time, like say there's a sale, or you're just, we plan, our entire team plans to do the same products consistently in the same bulk of time, because we know that we have friends who are seeing these products on 5 or 6 different profiles. I mean, that's pretty normal. Nobody's saturated in this business. There's 3 billion with a B people. And if you are an international company like we are in 53 countries, you're never going to be saturated. There's always a market you can sell to. But in my circle, my customers see several different people posting about products. A lot of them are my sideline, upline, downline. They're connected with me already because they're my customers. They are already logged in in my downline. And so when they see it on other people's feeds as well, other people's stories, other people's feeds, that counts as many times as they see it, just like a commercial. I mean, listen, you guys, McDonald's is still talking about their Big Mac. And I know the whole entire recipe by heart because I remember that from a little girl. 2 all-beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. And I did not learn that because they only posted about it one time. I learned that because they posted about it over and over again. They put up, ads. They put up commercials. Now it's in your Facebook feed when you're driving. It's on the side of the road. The reason I know what is on a Big Mac, and by the way, I love a Big Mac. The reason I know that is because they continue to post over and over again, even though everyone already knows all about their brand, and you should too. So stories is a great way to do that. Make it curious. Stories are a lot better if they're video. Showcase you using the products. Does that mean you have to have a product? Not necessarily. If you don't have a product, so my team, I teach people how to make money without ever buying a product before they ever get their first one. We want this to be a 0-cost business. I like my downline to not spend a single dime in their business. 0. So you can do that by sending your downlines videos of you using it. And they can showcase them in the story. So help your downlines create stories using products that maybe they don't have yet, so they can make the money to buy that. Then they can create their own stories. Showcase your life in your stories. Follow who's watching you. Make sure you're not spamming the viewers with, "Thanks for stopping by my story. Do you want more information about my sunless tanner?" No. I literally was just scrolling through. Do you know you can put your phone down? You can start looking at stories. You can put your phone down and it'll scroll through while you're doing the dishes. Does that mean you wanted something that you saw? Hell no. That means Facebook's algorithm showed more stories to the phone. So don't be rude, people. Only interact and only give information when they ask. If they interact, if they like, if they heart, if they, some of these people will heart everything. So you always ask them, hey, I appreciate you stopping by and giving me some love. I'm curious, were you interested in more information on the sunless tanner or just cheering me on? Most of the time it's just cheering you on. But if they forget what they looked at, they're like, sunless tanner? Wait a minute. I'm back in my office. The kids are back at school. My tan's faded. Maybe I do need to know about that. So just asking them if they were interested could spawn a sale, but you're not coming straight to them and saying, thanks for watching my story. Do you want to buy my shit? No, don't do that. So hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions down below. Challenge yourself to have like 5 good story ideas that at any day you could do. So my wake up, what I eat for breakfast, what I do all day, something beautiful that you notice during the day, and your bedtime routine or a good night post. And create those every day and just get used to them. Listen, people are not all the same people are watching your stories. It's not going to bore people. Remember, the Quarter Pounder, the Big Mac, like literally, you are doing a business. Your business is you. You are your business. You need to showcase your life. You need to show how this business is helping your life so that you can attract people to join your business model. And you need to showcase how these products are helping your skin or your body or how you feel so that they want to order your stuff, right? So do that in stories. Good stuff goes down below. Everything's logged in here. I don't have story ideas in here, but I do have ideas to post every day. Go make your goals happen. It's not just going to happen by themselves. No more post and praying. We're going to diligently do what we're supposed to do every day so that we can attract the perfect customer who comes to us and asks us about our product or our business so that we can grow the income that we deserve, right? So have a wonderful Thursday, you guys. Let me know if you have questions down below. There is a chat in here that says, ask me anything, and I do respond. So you're not bugging me. If you have a question, somebody probably has the same one. Put it in the chat above so everyone can see the answer. And you guys have a great, great day and a great weekend coming up. Bye, y'all.